Welcome to Montview Mansion. Montview Mansion is here on Liberty University's campus, and it belonged to Carter Glass, who was the United States Secretary of the Treasury under President Woodrow Wilson. He made Montview his home, and for years the mansion actually served as office building for Dr. Jerry Falwell and his staff, and then recently it has been remodeled and restored to be a guest house and a museum, and it is absolutely breathtaking inside and out. So if you ever get the chance to visit Liberty University, make sure you make a stop at Montview Mansion. The ladies inside are wonderful tour guides as well. So it also serves as a resting place for our pastor and chancellor and founder, Dr. Jerry Falwell, and it's on the National Registry of Historic Places. Montview is awesome. It also boasts a gorgeous view of the Blue Ridge Mountains. This Blue Ridge Mountain view is just one of the many that can be seen here on Liberty's campus, and each view and angle gives the person who's viewing it a new perspective and appreciation for the beauty of God's creation. So whenever you do get a chance to visit us in Virginia, please make sure you stop by Montview and all the other places on Liberty's campus that offer this great view. This descriptive paragraph that you will be writing, it is really about focusing on an object or a place or a person that means something to you, that inspires you, and describes it in great detail. You want to use vivid images and descriptive words to get your point across. So you want to choose a person, maybe someone close to you, a parent, a friend, a spouse, or a child. You may also choose a place, your home, a favorite getaway, a vacation spot, the beach, the mountains. You might also choose an object, a family heirloom, a wedding engagement ring, or a favorite gift. Just make sure that you're choosing something that means something special to you. If it comes from the heart, it's always a great place to start. And I just rhymed. I can't believe I did that. Once you've chosen your topic, you want to make sure that you work with a vantage point. And a vantage point is where you are in the relationship to what you are describing. I am in front of Montview Mansion. The mountains are in the distance. So where are you in relationship to your topic? Also consider the spatial order. Where are things located around that specific topic? There are trees all over the lawn of Montview Mansion. They are in front of it. That's more of a vantage point thing. You actually, with spatial order, you want to think of how am I going to describe Montview Mansion and the view of the mountains. Am I going to start at the backyard and go around? Or am I going to start in the front lawn and go into the building? Like, how am I going to describe this? So in and out, if it's a person, head to toe, what are you going to do with the spatial order? Consider that when you're describing your topic. This is the best part. It's brainstorming with the five senses. Start with sight. What do you see? With the blue mountains around me, I see variations of blue. I see dark blue, light blue. I see pastels. I see clouds, lots and lots of clouds. It's a windy day here at Liberty University. And so those are things that are going to be important. Those tiny little details are going to be important when you're describing. Consider sound. What do you hear? I hear the wind whistling through the trees. I hear cars in the distance. I hear trains. I hear all kinds of interesting construction going on. That is what you will need to take in and add to the experience of the descriptive. The smell. Perhaps recently they've cut grass up here. It doesn't look like it, but if they had, I might smell some fresh cut grass, maybe some flowers, burning leaves in the fall. That's one of my favorite things to smell. I know that's probably a little bit weird, but I sure do appreciate that smell in the fall. And those are the kind of things that you want to bring in to that sense. What do you smell? What do you smell around you? Taste. taste may not be actually relevant. Like, there's not really a lot out here for me to taste. But what if I was picnicking up here and I wanted to describe that experience? Maybe I might take in some delicious beverage while I was out here. That I could add to my experience of the descriptive. Also consider like textures, things that you can feel. I can feel the chill of the wind on my face on this day. Those are things that you can touch, the grass, the trees, the leaves, the mountains that you see in the distance. How do they make you feel? That's your overall impression, and that's what you want to leave your reader with. When you look at the mountains, do you feel at peace? Do you feel the majesty of God's creation? When you look at the mansion, do you admire the handiwork that happened here? Do you appreciate the beauty? Take in your feelings and get that really in there in your descriptive piece so that your reader leaves feeling not only like you've described an object, a place, or a person, but that you've given them a reason to understand why it's special to you. Also, show and tell was so much fun in elementary school. Man, I love that, but you want to make sure that when you're writing, you show rather than tell. I can stand here and tell you the mountains are gorgeous, but that's just telling you. If I go into more detail, like strolling through the lawn of Montview Mansion and peering through the monstrous trees, I glimpse the peaks varying shades of blue in the distance. That way I've brought you into the experience and I've shown you that the mountains are beautiful rather than just telling you. Bring your reader into that experience with you so that they will appreciate the topic just as much as you do. In Genesis 1:20 through 23, we get a taste of God's creation in great description. And God said, "Let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the sky." So God created the great creatures of the sea, and every living and moving things with which the water teems according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful, and increase in number, and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. Have fun with your descriptive writing. Hopefully you'll be able to look back on your description of God's creation and believe that it also is good. Have a great week.